have some confidence there coming out of Rush, but
confident dude.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be a confident dude to go as ham as he does in a game like that. I mean, on Vi, he was not afraid of any fight there.
Man, I said they play with hubris, but he's just a damn honey badger. He is mind gaming people now. He's getting really meta because he's walking up and he's like, "I'm Rush." He's charging a Q in your face. He's like, "I would take this. I'll take this."
Yeah.
And then he just backs off, and you're like, the fact
forcing people off turrets.
Yeah,
just
the fact
because
he's able to do that is great. I love this guy. I love this guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's so fun to watch. Like, the aggressive style and the fact he's not going into the tank meta and buying into that just yet is, I think, very fresh and is something that we need in the league to just show the width of the strategic diversity.
Now, the aggression, though, that he shows is aggression that is shared by the entire team, but could be their downfall.
And
because aggression like that can be punished, and especially when you're behind, very hard to get back in the game.
It's been punished at the start of the year. It's also incredibly inconsistent. Let's not forget this is a team that lost to Dignitas yesterday, who, Team Dignitas played great, but it's feast or famine a lot of the time for the St. Paul's team. Today, they were feasting on CLG, that's for sure.
They've only lost to teams that are below them, though. They lost to, like, in the second half of the split, they lost to Team 8 and Dignitas. And that's it. So this team just seems to be up and up since the second half.
Well, I mean, I guess you would hope that points to the fact that they play up, right, to the or down to the ability of the team that they're playing against, and or whether or not they're taking those games seriously. Yeah. Who knows?
Or they just play their game. Exactly. Their opponent honestly doesn't matter some of the times because if they get ahead, they're good enough that they can win. But they take such huge risks that if they go wrong.
Let's take a look at one of those risks. Let's take a look. Let's pull up the replay we have, which is in the bottom lane. 3 kills coming out of this. A turret dive. Jad, I'm going to let you go with this one.
This ended up with Rush being Rush. We can roll this clip right at the start, and it's super aggressive, right? They ward, okay, there's no one in this brush immediately. He's clearing it. Go! They don't even consider, like, maybe we should wait a second to see if Rek'Sai reveals himself. But they knew the Alistar ultimate was down. It was actually a bait by CLG to do this. They Fates call him out, and they think they're going to be able to turn it around on Adrian, which they do.
3 knockups
But then they're like, okay, guys, we're in our turret. Maybe we're okay. The point-blank buckshot plus the vault breaker from Rush obliterates them, and then here he ults through Xmithy to finish off double lift. But that confidence, after being turned around on, losing to Leona, and then be like, nah, we got this. Right. And just fully diving the turret is a defining characteristic of this Team Impulse team.
Yeah, and that bottom lane was playing phenomenally. That was right after the part where he was level 5 on Adrian, got the level 6 during the dive.
Yeah.
That was right after that. So they had blown summoner spells, and they knew that was where the action was going to be in that bot lane.
Yeah, that bottom lane playing very well. Impact playing pretty well against Zion Spartan in the top lane. We saw him 1v1 him a couple times once they got through the mid game there on Rumble. And the other thing about that is Link had rotated over for a kill there at the end and couldn't even secure the kill on Rush after that tower dive. So, yeah, a lot of aggression there for them, and they're able to, push through with that kind of stuff. But the question, my big question about this team is the mid lane still. Is the fact that we've seen Xiao play some of the weirdest things. I mean, the Karthus, when it came out, it worked, it's great, but it's been banned since. His answers after that have been Yasuo not working fantastically. His LeBlanc has been so-so. Something that he used to play phenomenally on.
Trinity Force, Luden's Echo Corki.
Yes, and now we have Trinity's Force, Luden's Echo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm slightly underwhelmed by the combination of those items, but it could be good. Like, I've actually been trying to push Luden's Echo first item Corki is a thing because you get it, you can then clear the whole wave with your Q. Your immediate missile spike at level 11 is insane. But the hybrid build was unexpected.
Yeah. Right.
And it was hilarious in that game because it was built up so heavily. You'd be like, man, this Luden's Echo Corki is going to crush. And then we see him sieging a turret, and it's like, pew.
Yeah, there's
the tiniest little bits of damage.
Then eventually, but the full AP Corki is something that has a really weak early game. Like the first couple of levels are really bad and it's exploitable. Then, like you said, level 11, it's actually a while away. By the time this game people were level 11, you had seen that there was already a big advantage for TIP at that point. So having that type of passive style, I think he's going for the Trinity Force early just to have that type of power spike, then go for the Luden's Echo after that.
I want to see him do it in the playoffs.
Exactly, yeah. And speaking of playoffs, this means they are locked into that 4th place slot. They will be playing against Gravity, but we haven't figured out all of the playoff spots just yet. So with that game, we're going to see how things are shaking out in the standings. TSM are locked into 1st place. With CLG's loss, they will take on Cloud9 now in our 2nd tiebreaker to determine which team takes the 2nd seed and the 1st round playoff bye. Team Impulse grabbed that 4th seed and will face off in the quarterfinals against Gravity, who are in 5th. Team 8 and Team Liquid are preparing to face off in for that 6th place and gain that final playoff berth. Winter Fox have now locked in 8th place, which means Team Dignitas slides down into 9th. Now, a short time ago, there was a coin toss between Team 8 and Team Liquid to determine sides. For our first tiebreaker, Team Liquid won the toss and opted to take red side. And we're going to take a quick break. We used a pen. What did we use? A penny? No, just a quarter.
coin.
Okay.
We're fancy here. We do our laundry.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a real coin. I like it. But when we anyway, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be bringing you the coverage of that tiebreaker. So keep it tuned in right here. The action continues in just 3.5.
He's a suspect.
Well, like if you're DC,
guys, don't forget the champion select ritual, right? We're gonna lean back.
it's not.
You have your handle right here.
Press
This
right
isn't-
here. It's the handle right here. Guys,
Oh, shoulder lean. Oh, shoulder. Oh, go whoa.
Rush one.
Rush here to join. Can they gonna get it up? Yes, they will. That's one. Smithy
got a double.
gonna get in with the flash. Oh my God, they're all dead. Bunch of dives go in, and double if gonna be the target. First casualty there, but low health bars all around. Adrian falls, not able to duel the back line to the double 80. Carry's gonna take down Jax, or at least push him out. There's the dive as Smithy falls. All right, here we go. Equalizer on the back line. It's gonna kind of separate CLG. Zion forced to jump out, dives to a rocket. They're gonna end the season taking down Counter Logic Gaming.